What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs here with your weekly TNC, that is Thursday night cards. And as you can see here on the screen, I took a trip out to the LCS, and among the few things I picked up, Vanna White Hands, were these packs of 1992 Skybox Impact. You can see we've got various NFL players on the front, definitely Jim Kelly, and I think that's Christian Okoye, and the Saints guy I'm not familiar with, Pat Swilling maybe? But $2 price tag on these, as you can see. I actually got these for $1 a piece, so we've got 10 packs to check out. Let's shed a little light on the situation there. Looks like it's 56, I'm pretty sure that is Pat Swilling, but 12 premier cards, as it says on the front, and look for bonus holograms and special autographed cards. I don't see any odds here in the literature, but I guess if you want to get your Skybox Impact Series sticker or a collector album, that is how you can get it 30 years ago. But here we go, like I said, 10 packs to get through. This is mostly a PC hunt because there are no real good rookies to speak of. Sounds like a plane going on in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. But here's a look at the design. There's no big-time rookies in here. We'll definitely come across some names of guys that had solid careers. As we check out the back, Dwight Stone. I don't think I have ever actually opened this before. There's a Jerry Rice, Instant Rice. That's a pretty good one in the first pack. That is, I believe, Rob Moore. I'm going to struggle with some of these. Emmett Smith, I'm not going to struggle with that one. It only has the, that is not an insert, base league leaders. It only has the last names on the front there. There's John Taylor, Jay Novacek. So some of them, like that guy, I have no idea. I think that's Mark Roper, Harvey Williams. Here's our first rookie. It is Marco Coleman. I believe that was with the Dolphins. And then we've got Eugene Lockhart, one for the Pats PC. But as I was saying, I don't think I ever opened any of these as I was a kid. If I did, I definitely don't remember doing it. So I'm pretty sure this is a first time as we hit in pack number 2 here. Our next one with Swilling on the front. Again, I think that's Lewis Lips. Seahawks, who is that? I want to say Eugene Robinson, maybe. That is the other Brian Jordan. And then another league leader, Haywood Jeffries, Steve Bono, Russell Maryland, Hester, I'm forgetting the last name, Stephon Page. And then here's our next rookie, Dale Carter. I'm going to name a guy that had like a solid career, but not a Hall of Fame player by any means, and I don't even think he was a Pro Bowl player, which is, again, the extent of the rookies to be found in here. I do not have the Barry Sanders from this set, so that's the primary one that I am after. There's a Joe Montana. That's a pretty nice-looking one there. Deion Sanders follows him up, so decent pack thus far. And Mr. West breaks it up there. Chester McLaughlin, so another guy who had a solid career. Andre Reed, Craig Hayward, another one for the Pats. That's Irving Fryer there. We'll be seeing those uniforms once again this year. Ray Childress, and then Brian Mitchell, the final one there. So I'm doing all right with some of these names, but guys like that Colts punter, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, so I didn't even give it a shot. Still looking for Barry as we hit our next pack. I also did, there's Tom Rathman starting off. I did dip into the Troy Aikman, doing pretty good on the QBs. I dipped back into the half-off sets at the LCS. Christian Okoye there, and then Shane Collins. So that is what we'll be getting into again next week. Henry Ellard. And then is that Terrence Mathis or Michael Haynes? Wallace, and then Cortez Kennedy, the final one. But they will have doing another set, quote-unquote, break, since the last one we did, 89.90 hoops, wasn't technically a complete set, but again, for half off, I just could not resist, so that's what we'll be doing next week. Make sure you return for that. Here's Anthony Munoz with a big old thing on the front. Carl Banks. That's either Brian or Benny Blades. Brian Blades would be the Seahawks receiver there. Big hitters, Cornelius Bennett. Haven't seen any of those aforementioned holograms, yet Steve Emptman was a very high draft pick who did not quite turn out. And then Rod Bernstein. If I took the time to check all the first names on the back, this video would be a 10-pack marathon. That is not the goal here this evening. Pretty sure that's a Koei on the front. Here's our next one. I don't want to say Ted Washington, but I know it's not. Chris Hinton, who is most known for being traded for John Elway. There's Steve Young. So again, doing good on the quarterbacks. He was preceded by Ronnie Lott. There's Mongo McMichael, who I saw recently was like put on the Hall of Fame ballot or something along those lines. Willie Flipper Anderson, and then, well, speak of a hologram, and it will appear, and it is Jim Kelly with the same picture that is on the pack, and got some dinged bottom corners, but still cool to pull one regardless. Wouldn't be a ton of value to this regardless of those bottom corners there. Would have been nice if they used not the same exact picture as on this pack. But the holograms, those were a pretty big thing, at least when I was a kid. They were the premier insert in really any set. There's Eric Dickerson, Neil Smith, our next rookie, David Klingler. Saw him on, is that Chris Carter? Anthony Carter. Lawrence Taylor, big hitters. And another Jim Kelly. Harold Green. Schroeder, I think that's Jay Schroeder, maybe? And then Mel Gray, I'm guessing. I have no idea. I could be completely wrong on these. But Klingler was a QB draft bust. We saw he was one of the answers that I did not get in a recent Tuesday trivia night where I tried to guess all the first round QBs since '83. Andre Ware here on the top of the pack was one of them. Levon Kirkland, he had a nice career. That is Ken O'Brien. Struggled with some of these. Warren Moon. So really, really good on Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Another Emmitt Smith there to go along with the league leaders. And then Beamer, Benz, or Bentley, the final one there. Shout out Lloyd Banks. Only a couple more left to go. Thanks for joining me here tonight. There's the other Blades. There's Brian. Like I said, the Seahawks receiver. But and then Randall Cunningham, so lots of good quarterbacks in here, which is pretty much what the best you could really hope for. Still looking for Barry Sanders though. That's what I'm hoping for. Vaughn Dunbar, Bruce Smith. There is Dan Marino, Miami Ice. Another Smith, I don't know, John Smith could be, and then Chris Dishman. But before I interrupted myself, yeah, thanks for sticking with me here tonight. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this rip. If you are, hit that thumbs up down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel. There's some doubles here. Emmitt Smith, Bentley again. That is Bab. Cook for the Pats. We didn't find a lot of Pats in here, unfortunately. Marquez Pope. Not that there's any crazy good Pats players to be found. Neil O'Donnell. Next up, we get, I think that's Chris Miller, and then William Fuller, the final one from that pack. So that ends things out. Obviously, this Jim Kelly is probably the coolest thing that we came across. No autographs. Again, those are probably pretty hard to find, but a couple of Pats there for the collection that I didn't have, and then a number of big time or big name Hall of Famers such as Emmitt Smith, Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, Steve Young. Lots of QBs to be found. But again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, we'll be getting into another one of those half-off sets from the LCS that I just can't seem to resist. So we've got that to look forward to next Thursday. And I guess the only hint I will give you is that it will be a baseball one from the 2010s. I think I've already given away too much. So make sure you return for that, and of course check out all the other content here on the channel in between. But until the next time, have a good night, guys, and I'll see you again real soon.